Very good afternoon, good morning, and good evening from wherever you are. Welcome to this beautiful show. Well, I do look beautiful, don't I? I'm wearing sandy wrap. I mean, later on during the show, you'll get to know how to also wrap your hair with sandy wrap. Well, I have two amazing women on the show. One of them is a regular. The other one, I've always wanted to bring her here because she's always on the other side of the phone supporting the show. But what an honor to finally have her on the show. Now, on the 10th of December, a big event is taking place right here in the United Kingdom. It's the Ladies of All Nations International event, which is bringing women from over 50 countries together. It's bringing them together for unity, for, you know, solving problems together, because as women, if we do it together, then we can actually close that gap that, you know, we've been told that we can only close by 2030, the gender parity. We can close it only when we come together. Well, it's an honor to welcome Debbie. I call her Debbie. Some people call her
Deborah.
Deborah. Welcome on the show.
But I know you well, Pauline, so I'm happy for you to call me Debbie. Lovely to be here.
Good to have you.
Yeah, lovely to be here.
I haven't seen you for a while.
It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Yes.
I think the last time we saw each other was on this show.
Yes, yes.
So, yeah, so I'm pleased to be back again. Fantastic, and loving the headdress as well. Just saying, I want one of those now.
Royals,
absolutely, yes, yes.
Let me introduce the other royal sitting right next to you. She's jetted in all the way from Nigeria. Yes, that's why she's looking very grand. But she's originally from Cameroon. Please, Nigerians, don't claim her. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mother. Thank you, Dr. Pauline Long. This is my first time. I'm a bit nervous, but I know that I'm focused on what I have to do. Thank you for the BAFTA award, the honorary award. That was
congratulations.
Exciting. Thank you very much.
And she was like, oh no, I can't believe, is this me?
I missed it. I was devastated.
No,
it's the first year I've ever missed it.
You're fine.
No, don't worry.
Such a superb event.
We're coming. We have another event in December. But listen, guys, there's this wonderful event. Both of you are ambassadors. You're ambassador for Cameroon, Victorine, and Deborah, you're ambassador for
the City of London. Yes.
Now, tell us more about it. I'm sure viewers at home would like to know more about this amazing. For me, I call it amazing because the woman behind it, she is just
she's incredible.
Phenomenal. I mean,
phenomenal
incredible.
woman.
Caroline McCarcan, she said, oh, don't mention my name. I said, I am going to mention Dr. Caroline McCarcan. Absolutely incredible. And I'm also honored to be the global chair of the organization. So, ladies, I'll start with you. We are right here in London.
Yes.
So tell us, your role as the ambassador for
I attended last year's, which was superb, an incredible event. And I mean, my background, for anybody that doesn't know it, is that I work relentlessly to bring integration for cultural and diversity. It's a big thing for me. In fact, I just won an award for it this weekend, which was which was great for recognition because I've always been part of integrating people. We are all one. We should all be bringing each other together. Power in numbers, powerful women. And this is what Caroline's vision, indeed was last year, and has continued to be. I'm absolutely thrilled to be the ambassador for the City of London. We're just going to bring together every culture, every creed. We're going to be. It's a non-profit organisation, but there's going to be funds which are going to be given to single ladies, to widows, to underprivileged people. So a very, very good vision. And she wants to take it internationally. So she's offering people to host events in their countries so that we can make this a global event, and bring together women everywhere. I mean, it's such an amazing vision, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm so
inclusion.
Yeah, it's so important, because we're all one.
We are all one.
We're all one.
She said, we are in this together.
Yes.
That's the word. Every time you speak to her, we are in it
Always.
together. And I love that. Because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what color you are. We don't look into that. All we want to work together
Exactly.
to take this forward.
Exactly.
And being an ambassador, you have to represent each country. We work together,
Yes.
and then we come together,
Yes.
and then we help the underprivileged children.
We could do so much. We could do so much by doing this as well.
Now, Victor, in your section is Cameroon.
Yes.
To bring the Cameroon aspect into the organization. Are you excited?
I'm very, very excited, but then again, my heart bleeds because Cameroon is at war at the moment, and there's a lot of stuff going on in Cameroon, and it would be lovely for us to come together as one. Although we are not fighting other countries, we are fighting the same. The same Cameroonians are fighting together. I find out, I just can't understand. But you know what? We have to put our point across. So being in Loni, this organization will help a lot of people who are finding their feet on the ground. The university students, those who have been raped, we are there to help. And that is very important to me.
And we're survivors too, so I mean this is quite an important part of the vision.
It's about survivors.
It's about survivors as well, and both of us have been through things. You know, we've come out the other end, so we are women who have experienced these issues.
Yes, and the thing is, I would just take my hands up and say, being a survivor is something that everybody, we can learn from each other.
Yes.
You know, I was a single parent, and you know, bringing up 3 kids. Thank God they are making it in this world, and I am here. So I want to encourage someone out there, no matter where you are, what stage you are at the moment, stay focused on what you're doing and keep moving.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yeah, onward and upward.
And there's a lot of women empowerment groups. I mean, somebody might be watching and asking, what is the Ladies of All Nations offering that's different from all the women empowerment organizations that are around?
Do you know, when I got to know about this organization before I became part of it, I was so depressed. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
Because the thing is, a lot of people, they look at you and say, oh, she's not married, she's single, what can she do?
Yes.
But I stand before here and I say, what can I do for my country? Not what my country can do for me. I put it in, you have to work, you have to wake up and do what you're supposed to do. It's very, very important.
It is very important. And I think also we're women who have been through so many different experiences, all of us. You know, we've had things like domestic abuse, sexual abuse, you know, there's so much, the list is endless. So actually what we can contribute as a group of women to all other women who are going through these issues is huge. It's huge.
It is huge.
Do you think it's only another woman that can understand what another woman is going through?
Absolutely. And we want to recognize every single person that comes in to learn. Every single one. I mean, look at Doctor there giving me, how can I have the BAFTA? When I got it, I thought, whoa, this is grand. But it's not only me, anybody. If you want to do some work, there's work to be done.
There is.
Call the show.
There is.
Call Dr. Pauline Long.
That's it.
Come to Loni.
Yeah, come to Loni.
I'm telling you, you're going to be a changed person.
If you're passionate about it too, then, you know, with your passion, you can move mountains.
Absolutely.
I know I attended the event last year.
Yes.
And just right from walking into the venue, you could already feel that, you know, that feeling of love. You know, I'm obsessed with human love, and if something is not giving me love, if I'm not feeling it, I have to leave, you know? But I walked in and I felt the instant love right from the red carpet, the women, and then you get to the person who's behind this, and then you get all of you guys, the ambassadors. It was like this incredible place filled with angels, good people that just want to come together and support one another.
Do you know what, Dr. Pauline Long? When you ask someone to do something, a lot of people start by saying it's about money. This is not about money. When I put my touch of Vicky Deco last time in the Loni event, it was a wow factor. This year, I promise you, it's going to be totally different.
Wow.
Totally different. The feel you felt last time,
Yes.
you're just gonna like,
Yeah,
whoa,
nothing, yeah.
girlfriend, that's it.
The thing is, we all have such an incredible vision, don't we? And that's, I think, what you felt
Yes.
when you went in there. And I, as a fashion presenter, you know, my side is slightly different. So, you know, the modelling aspect, all the different fashion designers, everybody coming together,
Yes.
you know, and displaying their different cultural fashions and styles and cultures as well. I mean, it was an extravaganza. The stage was incredible. I mean, it
I saw you.
It
You were
was so incredible. It never stopped. I mean, it was one
Were you wearing
design
a
after
wedding
another.
dress?
I
Were you?
was. Do you know what? Everybody remembers that. Actually, I did get divorced, so I too am single, okay? And let me tell you, that was the second time I wore my wedding dress. And I actually got it out and I thought, you know what, I'm going to embrace it.
Yes.
Most women don't get to wear their wedding dress twice. I'm going to wear it. And it was my wedding dress. And everybody keeps saying to me, like a year on now, you were wearing your wedding dress. And I wanted to celebrate women, because why shouldn't I wear my dress again?
Why not?
Yes.
Why? You know, it's just going to go off to the charity shop or whatever the case may be. But that's funny that you remembered that. And I remember the beautiful designs as well. I remember those tables. I remember the way that event looked.
The backdrop.
The backdrops, everything.
Yes.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
So, you know, for anybody that wants to attend, you know, the 10th of December, Middlesex Golf Club, that's where it's going to take place, 5 p.m. to 12 p.m. Now, in just very few words, if, you know, they want to know what this organization stands for, what is the mission statement for Ladies of All Nations International? What's their vision?
Well, actually, she's kind of written it, hasn't she? So it's really unity. It's unity, passion, and diversity. Well, that's you know. Do you have anything else? Or
Yes. What is it that I can do to make the world better?
Oh yes, yes.
A better place.
That's
Absolutely.
what Leonie is asking.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by creating this organization,
Yes.
and let the whole world know
Yes.
that we are here for them.
Absolutely.
Doors are open.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, there is a community, there is a vision,
is welcome.
there's a networking potential around the
Absolutely.
world.
Yes.
You know, this could
So
be...
it's a network of good women doing good things. Is that right?
Even if you're bad, you come to Lolly, you'll be good. You know?
No.
Well, you'll leave feeling better, you know, you'll leave feeling like you've been
No, what I'm
inspired.
trying to say is, you know, there's some women organizations where there's wrangles. You know, there is, you know,
Yes.
the women wrangling
yes.
and all that.
Competitive. Yes.
Unnecessary competition,
Yes.
women pulling women down. We have to address this.
Of
So
course,
this is what I'm
absolutely.
saying. Is it a network of good women doing good things?
Talented women.
I think I know quite a lot of the women, and they're amazing women. All the women are incredible women. You know, they've all survived. They've all got a vision. They've all been through so many different things, so many barriers in their lives as well,
I
which
mean,
they've
why I'm
crashed
asking
through.
this as well is, you know, sometimes I hear whispers of women saying, "Oh no, not another women's organization. I don't want to join another women's organization. I've been through hell and back with one organization." for
Absolutely.
women."
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had.
Obviously,
women
Dr.
saying that, yes.
Pauline, a lot of people are perishing for lack of knowledge.
Yes.
That's the
You
problem.
have to go get
Yeah.
what belongs to you.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
you have to focus on your own vision and believe in what you want to help for.
And bring the
Bring
good
on
Yes.
the table.
Yes.
You can't expect to sit in your house and expect me to meet you there. You need to get out.
Exactly.
Broaden your horizons. That's what it's
Exactly.
all about. I'm not
Yes.
going back. I'm not looking back. I'm moving forward.
Exactly.
And I like what you said, Victorine, that it's not about money. It's really never about money. It's what you are giving
It's the vision.
to the world. I mean, this is funny because apparently there was a meeting the other day and my name was mentioned in a meeting. Here I am, I offered to sponsor an event. And then a woman comes around and says, no, she can't sponsor the event. She's broke. Dr. Pauline Long is broke. So then I'm thinking, with all these things I'm doing, it's no wonder I'm broke. You know, is it about the money? You know, what we do for humanity, is it about the money? So that's why I like what Caroline is doing as well.
Yes.
It's not about the
It
money.
isn't.
No.
Women, let's
It
get it
isn't.
right. It's it's not about the money.
That's right.
If I wasn't doing all these things I'm doing for the community, trust me, I would be living in mansions one after the other.
Absolutely.
But you're right, I am broke because of all the things
Yes.
I'm doing for you
Yes.
guys.
Well done, Dr.
Yes.
Pauline
I'm
Long.
very
Well
broke,
done.
you know?
Well done. But you know
Yes.
what? From what she has done
Yes.
leads us here.
Yes, yes.
Otherwise, we won't be here.
Even
Yes.
here, I have to
Yes.
pay airtime.
Yes,
so
of
that
course
you
you
guys
do.
can come.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we women, we must understand, and let's understand what Caroline is doing as well. It's not about the money. She's bringing
isn't.
people
Together.
together. People that have expertise that can help
Yes.
the widows, that can help the single women that are
Yes.
struggling,
Yes.
that
Disabled.
can help the disabled.
Yes.
There is no money aspect into it.
No.
So if you want to come in and give, please give with one heart.
Also, I'd like to make a really important point, which is
Yes.
really, really a big part of, you know, where I do it as well.
Yes.
There is still racism. There is still stupidity. There is still people, I get it all the time, they watch the news and they think that means that they know everything. But they don't get up and go and integrate with cultures to
They're
really
scared. They're
see
scared.
firsthand what is going on. And you know what? If you sit with somebody and you really understand what is going on with them and their world and their country, you out of compassion would want to do something about it.
And Deborah does
How
it
can
so
you
well,
not?
the
Yes, she
integration.
does.
And I'm
She
sure
does.
there's some white people.
I
who
go
look
cold when I
I'm
talk
sure
about
there's
this
some
because
white people
it's-
always looking at you and thinking, why is Deborah always in mixing?
I
with
had
that
this asked,
community?"
somebody asked me last week,
know,
they said, why don't you mix with English people? I said, what do you mean English people? What exactly do you mean? Do you mean because you're identifying with the fact that I'm in Afro-Caribbean culture here
Yes.
or an Asian culture there? Are you looking at me and saying, well, you're white, why are you with these people? You know, and so there's still this small-mindedness.
Yes.
There's still things that we need to do.
So that's what you're fighting.
I am, because I really don't
Yes.
understand why people could be so small-minded.
Yes.
And living in London
Honestly.
and mixing with culture everywhere I go. Why would I want to not be mixing with culture? We've got cultural music.
Sistership.
We've got
This is
it's
sistership.
fantastic. Why would you want to? You know, I don't get it. It's not like I don't love who I am and I don't love the people, you know, that are around me. I do. But the point is, why would you go to Barbados and stay in a complex? Why don't you just go to France and save yourself loads of money? If you're not going to integrate with culture and find out about the Barbadians, find out about their culture.
But how many
You know,
people
I don't
wanna
get
do
that.
How many people want
I-
to do that?
You know, I don't know why not though, you see.
So Deborah, yes. So,
So,
the
for me,
organization is going to
that's-
help carry your
Yes, I
message
believe it
of
will
unity,
do.
Yes.
of oneness.
Yes,
and
very important.
You know, hopefully in the next few years, you know, nobody will be asking you again, why are you mixing with the
I always
African
have a lot to say
Caribbean?
when they say that anyway.
It's natural. You know, Dr. Pauline Long, you know, on Sunday I got ordained as the elder of the church.
Oh,
Amen.
well
Well
done.
Shout out to
done.
Praise Center.
Well done. Well done.
Pastor John Mack. And I said to myself, you know, there's a lot of things, people need help. A lot of women are depressed. A lot of women don't know where to go.
Yes.
A lot of women don't want to say their business out there because some people will destroy them.
But this is why Victor and I was saying, is this organization, has it got good people? Because no woman wants to leave her house where she's scared of, as you say, doesn't want to share her problems, to go to an event or an organization where there's women who she's trying to avoid,
Yes.
who are going to discuss her business. So that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
know, the organization must have, we can't be scared of saying, it must have good people.
Yes.
Absolutely.
It
Yes.
must have good
Absolutely.
people.
So that she
for
can
the
walk
good.
in alone
So she can walk in.
and still feel embraced by
But
people.
first and foremost, you know, you have to love yourself.
Yes.
You have to get rid of all
Yes,
this
you do.
negativity.
Yes.
Because the
Yes.
thing is, if you don't love yourself, then you can't
Yes.
go out and confront. Because no matter what you do, you will
So
meet
true.
these people
Yes.
out there. But are you willing to stay
to
home,
love
or
yourself.
are you willing to move forward and let your
Yes.
kids see you say, "Oh, my mom is doing a great job."
Yes. And Victorine, you
Yes,
know what? You
darling.
should be your best friend because you have to spend the rest of your life with you.
That's right.
And somebody said that to me. They said, if you don't like yourself, you have to spend the rest of your life with you. So, you know, this is the key, isn't it?
Take that on board.
Yes.
I take that
You
on
can't
board,
not,
girl.
can you? I mean,
Yes.
Yes.
so,
And so the 10th is the one day, if
Yeah.
you're a woman and you're watching and, you know, as Victorine said, you're feeling a little bit depressed, you don't want to come out of your comfort zone, there are things happening. You know, life is busy, life is challenging, especially here in the diaspora. But can you come out and meet good people on the 10th of December?
Yes.
Just wear that dress, even if it's
Yes.
your wedding dress, like
yes.
last time.
Come and
Deborah
see
sang-
us.
Deborah
We'll
sang
look
us
after
in our
you,
wedding dress.
won't we? We will.
Even if it's your wedding dress, come wear it. Come on the red carpet. The thing about this event, the Ladies of All Nations International, is the love. Nobody's looking
Yes.
at you like,
Yes.
oh, you've got problems, or you're broke, or you're depressed, or you're divorced, or this. Nobody's
No,
singling
not.
out
Not at all.
Not
your
at all.
issues.
Not at all.
It's just a day of love, and carry that love along with you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I love that.
And meet
carry
some incredible
love, you
women.
And
Meet some
Victorine, I was
incredible
sitting
people.
next to you last time.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I was.
She gave me so much love. I carried that love.
We can all do with it. We can always have another cuddle.
She was fantastic. She walked with the wedding dress all over the place.
She's
Oh
always
my
got
God.
love in her bag. This
Yeah,
one. You know, the
she
love.
Yeah, I can't give enough. I think
Yeah.
it's really important, especially but if you're feeling that you're not loved
Yes.
and you're feeling very alone, it's such a horrible thing, and I've been there. So, yeah, I mean, I'd never want to be in that place again.
Yes,
No.
and,
So,
and,
you
and I
know,
think it's only when you're in that place where you feel love for yourself, you feel love from people around you, then it's only that time that things happen.
Yes.
Your projects fly,
Oh, yes.
your business
Yes.
flies, you feel blessed, your home is blessed,
Always.
but just because of the love that you have,
Yes.
but also the love that people around you
Yes.
bring to you.
Yes.
You know?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah.
that's a good
And you
point.
may not be rich because all your money is going on getting to these events and supporting and
Yes.
charity, but actually you're very rich in your spirit and you're very rich and blessed with love. And I think that's something that is
Very important.
equally, because you could be rich, you could have money, but be lonely, unhappy, depressed.
That's
Yeah.
it, all of
So,
that.
you know, so yeah, so I mean, it's.
So if there's a message that you guys would like to send out to any women out there, do we include men? Are there men included?
Oh, yeah.
I think
we-
I
we-
mean, there were men there last
No,
year
no,
too.
they are.
I think
I know we've excluded them,
Yes.
haven't we?
No.
Are they coming? Are men allowed to come?
Yes.
Of course they're allowed to come.
Absolutely.
Of course they're allowed to come.
Yes.
The men, please, we are not discriminating.
No.
We just love you
There were lots of
guys,
men there
you know.
last year
Come.
as well, so
Last
I mean,
year
it's.
was grand. All the
Yeah.
men were there.
Yes,
a lot
they
of them
were.
there.
And they
Helping.
were-
As
They
long
were
as
back-
they
they
don't
were-
outshine us women, please.
No, you know they
It's
didn't.
our
last
They were
day.
time.
supporting their women. They were
Yes.
supporting their
Husbands,
women. And
come and support your
Yes.
wives. Those who don't have the wife, men,
Yes,
come
come and
home
support
here,
us
come
anyway.
Support us. We'll be
Yes.
happy to. But what I want to say is that anybody that wants to come, you know, on
Yes.
that day, if you're a bit sort of low or
Yes.
you're a bit shy for anything,
Yes.
there is a telephone number that it would be nice for.
Do you have the number so we can share?
For you to yeah. Can we just
Do
look
we
up
have-
on I'm gonna look on the number.
Okay.
But I think
we
we've
can
got
get
the,
the
we've
number
got the
later on.
website as
Yeah,
well,
we've got the
which we
website,
can always
yes.
contact. Yeah,
Yes.
anybody can contact us via the website.
The
I think
whole
there's
point is this organization, Loani, does not want you to sit there feeling that you are on your own.
Exactly.
No matter what is
Absolutely.
happening in your life, it's not the end. And you are not on your own. Believe you me, the lady that's behind this organization, Caroline Makaka, is absolutely incredible. She's, she calls me Big Sis, but she is just such a joy to know, because what she does for humanity is incredible. And for you out there, whatever you are going through, you might not be able to have an immediate relative that you want to speak to. Please seek help in this organization, Loani. You've got many ambassadors, and of course Victorine is ambassador for Cameroon. Deborah is ambassador for the city of London. Quite big city, quite diverse. In fact, I think they picked the right person, to be an ambassador for this.
I'll
for this
take that as a
city.
compliment. I never
Yes.
shut up, do I? Probably.
Yeah. Well, ladies, you know what? I can't wait to wear my gown. Should I wear my wedding dress?
I'm going to wear one of these, I've
Yes.
decided. What
You're
is
gonna
there an actual name?
Sandy wrap.
A sandy wrap.
I think
Yes,
so. We're going
they're
to be on a
fabulous.
sandy wrap trend on that day, right?
Yeah, and,
Yes,
and it's an
10th.
animal
Yes,
print,
we
animal
can.
print
Yes.
African design. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
Fantastic.
There's a lot of people coming all over the world
Yes.
to attend the show.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's a lot of people who are doing different activities. It's not just one.
Yeah.
Different activities on that day.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing some stuff as well. And I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm excited. So anybody that knows me from the embassy across the world, please come and support us.
Yes, absolutely.
And find a
Come and
place
ask for
in-
us. Come and
Yes.
ask for us. You know, we'll look after you. We'll get you
Yes.
seated. We'll introduce you to some people so that you feel comfortable. Yeah, we can do all of that.
Definitely.
Fantastic. Well, Deborah and Victorine, I want to have you guys here forever because you bring so much love on the show. But I've got to say goodbye because the producer's asking me to go. I'll see you guys on the 10th.
Thank
You
you so
will.
much.
Looking absolutely amazing, I'm sure. You guys are
Thank
going to
you,
be,
Doctor.
Yeah.
rocking it.
Pauline Long.
It was a
Bless
pleasure
We
to be here
appreciate
again.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And
Yeah,
God
thank
bless
you so
you.
much.
Thank
and
you.
God
I
bless
look
you.
forward to
Yes.
seeing everyone on the
Yes,
10th
yes,
of
please do
December.
come.
Yes.
Please
You
do come. And we will have the telephone number on the screen and the website,
Yes.
wherever, and the email address.
Yes.
Thank you so much. We are
Thank
blessed
you.
to be here.
Thank you. It's a blessing to have you. Well, don't go away. When we do come back, we have an amazing lady, Loveness. She's a transformational and strategic leader. We'll be right back.
Do you have what it takes to win the Expression Debates Challenge designed to mark 2017 International Anti-Corruption Day? 32 undergraduate teams, 64 voices, 1 platform, 1 mic. Start prizes: first prize 500,000 naira, second prize 300,000 naira, third prize 200,000 naira. Register today and stand a chance to be selected for the regional auditions in Lagos and Abuja in November and the grand finale on December 9th, 2017. The grand finale shall be aired on television platforms. So, are you ready to be the Expression Debates 2017 champions? For participation information and application forms, visit www.youngstarsfoundation.org/the Expression Debates or call 070-3553-5876. Terms and conditions apply. Application closes midnight, October 15, 2017. The Expression Debates, powered by Youngstars Foundation.
Bavidi Luxury Hotel, the newest home away from home in the Nigerian hospitality industry. 10 minutes only from the local and international airports. It's the perfect spot for your relaxation whenever you are in Lagos. 24-hour non-stop electricity, cozy and colorful rooms, Wi-Fi internet connection, and flat screen cable television. Bavidi Luxury Hotel. Our exquisite restaurant and full bar are simply second to none in taste and style. Bavidi Luxury Hotel. We are located at the posh, serene neighborhood in the Keja Business District. Your satisfaction is our first concern, so we train our staff to be professional and personable. Bavidi Luxury Hotel, number 20 Moshuda Bella Crescent, Ikeja, Lagos. Telephone +234-1291-7929 +234-708-287-7512. Bavidi Luxury Hotel, the new home away from home.
Do you have what it takes to win the Expression Debates Challenge designed to mark 2017 International Anti-Corruption Day? 32 undergraduate teams, 64 voices, one platform, one mic. Star prizes: first prize 500,000 naira, second prize 300,000 naira, third prize 200,000 naira. Register today and stand a chance to be selected for the regional auditions in Lagos and Abuja in November and the grand finale on December 9th, 2017. The grand finale shall be aired on television platforms. So, are you ready to be the Expression Debates 2017 champions? For participation information and application forms, visit www.youngstarsfoundation.org/the Expression Debates or call 070-3553-5876. Terms and conditions apply. Application closes midnight October 15, 2017. The Expression Debates, powered by Youngstars Foundation.
Welcome back. Yes, we are live. Sitting right here with us now is a lady that I just want to introduce to you. She's lovely. She's also called Loveness. She's a game changer junkie, a transformational leader, and every good thing that you want to know about the modern woman. Yes, she's the one. Loveness, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Dr. Pauline. Thank you for having me.
Good to have you here. I mean, what you do is amazing. You're so well composed. You know, you're this ideal African woman leader. Now, for anybody that's watching, tell them more about yourself, because I know you.
Yeah. It's always quite an interesting question when someone says that, and I would describe it in two parts. So my name is Loveness, and I'm just a normal, young lady who chooses chooses to make extraordinary choices on a daily basis, and that's how I came up with the name Game Changer Junkie, because I wanted something that could push me into being that unique person that I know I was created to be. So yeah, in short,
having your own sort of identity and realizing, you know what, this is me.
Yeah.
But then you've not just done it for yourself. Now you're using that Game Changer platform to help other people change. Tell us more about it.
Yeah. Like what you're saying, initially it was just for me, and because
you have to find yourself first.
Yes, yeah. And I went through a lot of challenges and crises, and I talk about all those things in the upcoming transformational memoir, which will be released early next year. But without just giving much information, I talk about the losses that I went through, and there was a lot of failure, there was a lot of hate, there was a lot of anger, there was a lot of bitterness, there was a lot of even death as well of loved ones, and there were so many things that happened. So sometimes you get into a helpless situation where you don't even know what to do, how to transform your life, and I kept going through a rat race. I've tried something, when you really want to change your life and you're trying all sorts of things and nothing is really working. So I thought, okay, there should be something I can do. I'm pretty sure there should be something I can do, because you see all these people, they talk about how they've managed to change their lives, and some of them were even worse off than me. So I'm thinking, okay, there should be something I can do. So I thought the most important thing that I need to do is to be able to talk to myself that inner person within me.
But before you did that, did you give up on yourself at some point?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yes.
I did, and at a point as well, I actually wanted to commit suicide. I actually did, because sometimes, you know, you're thinking, this is it for me. It's done. I'm done.
Right.
And when you get to a point like that, that's where it's either other people leap or that's the end of you. So that was where I was.
So is that the defining moment for you?
That was one of them. You know, I had a few defining moments. I even up to now, I still have defining
Yes,
moments.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but there was one of the major ones, one of the defining moments for me. So I had to sit down and think, okay, what is it that I can do? Because, you know, when you always feel you are destined for something and you know you can do it, but things are actually going the other way.
Literally.
Yeah, like everything you're trying, things are getting worse. So that's when I thought, you know what, let me find things that can motivate myself, things that will help me to look forward to waking up in the morning. Because sometimes you don't even want to be, you know, even if you don't feel motivated, but I still needed something that would help me in waking up in the morning, because the situation was hopeless.
Right.
So I thought, okay, I need to change my life. So that's how I just thought, you know what, let me write Game Changer. And I'm thinking, no, that's not enough. I need something that's going to be a bit radical, that's going to push me an extra mile. So I thought, okay, I need to be addicted to changing my life. So that's how I thought, actually, junkie. Because
Game Changer, junkie, yes.
because the junkie, how I see the word Game Changer junkie, like the junkie bit, is a form of an addiction.
Yes.
We all are addicted to something. Other people are addicted to clothes, other people are addicted to food, other people are addicted to alcohol. We all have a vice. So I chose my vice to be a positive one that can transform my life. So I literally wrote it on a poster on my head end of the bed. So every time I'm waking up, I'm looking at it. So it kind of like reminds me, I still can do this. So when I started seeing my life transforming, that's when I realized, actually, before I can see physical results, I had to change my mindset.
Yes.
So that's the most important thing for me. And once I did that, I realized, okay, wow, this is working. So once I started seeing changes, transformation in my own life, that's when I realized, actually, I can use the same formula and help other people. Yeah, so that's how it became.
And so you've come across people that were in sort of your same situation.
Yeah.
And you've used that to sort of help them and take them to the next level.
Yeah, I've actually come across a few people who are actually worse off than me.
Right.
And
you look at them and think, oh my goodness,
yeah,
man was nothing.
Yeah, and there's a formula as well that I actually came up with, because I didn't just do the Game Changer junkie and that's it. I had to like literally sit down and write all the things that have been happening in my life, and I'm thinking, why am I having all this negativity? Why can't I have the good stuff? Again, we're talking about the mind.
Did you feel like you were denying yourself the good stuff?
I felt like that, yeah.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when you feel helpless, you kind of feel like that's it. So it's very difficult for you to look at the positives. So I literally wrote, I wrote like 2 sides on a page. I wrote all the things that I wanted and what I was concentrating on, what I was focusing on. So I came up with this. This can help the viewers as well at home if you really are struggling in any of these things. I call it the zoning map. So there's the red zone and there's the blue zone. So the red zone is the danger zone.
Is that the danger?
Yeah. So that's where we focus. You know, our mind is wired to focus on the negativity, and we glorify that as well. So it's up to us to consciously switch to look at the positive. That's the blue zone. So because we normally focus on the limiting beliefs, the judgments, the bias, the negativity, the lack of trust, all those things that are not working in our lives, that's what we normally look at. And it's quite easy. We do it subconsciously.
But maybe because the list on that side, on the red zone, is longer than the list on the blue zone.
Exactly. Because, you know, like what I was saying, our mind, even science has actually proven this. Our mind is like, it's designed to get ready to fight and protect ourselves. So anything else that it doesn't know, it kind of resists.
Yes.
So in order for us to go to the blue zone, it means you have to empower yourself. So that means you have to know new things, to learn new things about yourself and everything that you want. So that's a conscious decision I had to make. So I had to write it down to say, okay, this is what's happening. Yes, there's stuff that is happening into my life, but how can I go on the other side?
blue zone.
The blue zone. So that's now we're talking about being grateful for just waking up in the morning, simple things like that. Gratitude rather than complaining on a daily basis. Self-improvement, what it is that you want to improve yourself on. And we're talking about things like being actively involved in changing your own life. Everyone wants to change their lives, but no one wants to take action. So that's what I now concentrated on. And then the results I started getting, there was progress, there was productivity, there was multiplication. But on the red zone, you don't get progress at all, or you get minimal.
They're always there.
Yes, yeah. So I talk about all those things in detail in the book because it's a journey. The book is about a journey of the things that I have been through and how I've managed to go on the other side. So hopefully that can help someone watching.
Fantastic. And so what's next? What's your next plan? Because I know you've just had the big event in London. What's your next event?
Yeah, I have a next event in the next 3 weeks. And because what I specifically focus on is helping people identify their uniqueness, and that's discovering their purpose.
Yes.
Because once you discover your purpose, that's the reason why we're here on earth. To serve, we serve in different ways. So that's what I help people discover. And the other area as well is love and relationships.
Yes.
So I'm not talking about romance, just romance, because you know our lives is a collection of relationships. And we have people as well. I take an example of myself. In the past, I've struggled in terms of relationships with other people and even my own romantic relationships.
Yes.
So I use that platform as well to talk about the things that has helped me in getting on the other side.
Yes.
So in this event, it's going to be in the next 3 weeks. It's on the 2nd of December.
So it's
a
about
Saturday.
relationships.
Love and relationships. Yeah. So I talk about 3 parts. And the first part is about how to heal from past relationships. And the second part is about how to attract and keep the right person for you. And then the last part is about thriving in that relationship. So I have an amazing lineup of guest speakers as well who are going to be a part of that event. That is going to be very amazing. So yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
well,
yeah.
that should be an interesting one for you viewers if you're watching and you're looking to keep your relationship or you're looking to start a new relationship. Hey, this is the event to come to. You can contact Loveness. If you can't get hold of her directly, you can of course contact us, info@paulinelong.com. Well, Loveness, it's really amazing to have you on the show. I mean, your composure, your calmness, and just your sense of that your presence, it's just amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It gives this energy and your leadership skills, and especially I've come to your event, is incredible. So well done, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep sharing your story to change lives.
And thank you as well, for this platform. This is an amazing platform that you have. It gives so many people an opportunity to learn so many things and for so many people to come in and share. And it's quite an amazing platform that you have. And thank you so much as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, yes, if you want information about her event that's coming up in the next 3 weeks, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. When we do come back, you'll find out who did my hair. The Sandy Rap. We'll be right back.
bí ẹ bá wá ṣe pé báyé ṣe dáyé ẹ̀yin alákọ̀wé à ń bímọ ṣe dín tá à ń relé ìwòsàn fún.
ẹ wo ẹ jẹ́ n sọ fún ìmọ̀ mi n ò fẹ́ o kò gbọ́dọ̀ kú o nǹkan ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe làbákẹ́ mi o kò gbọ́dọ̀ kú o.
Mommy, it's my grandma. She's lying on the floor. I don't know what's wrong with her.
This girl is my child. We don't have to argue over this. We don't have to.
What do you mean? I don't know this girl. And you yourself, you told me that she carries bad luck. So why would I allow you to bring a girl like that into my home? What exactly is it that is wrong with you? What is your problem? What is it that you want from my husband?
Don't ever call me that again. It's your mother that's a prostitute. Your wife is very rude. She's so rude.
Come on. Bambi.
Where did you get this thing, this old cargo?
What?
Monica!
Let's do it.
There was a woman in the Bible, and her case was very similar to yours. She was about to be stoned to death for adultery, but then Jesus stepped in.
Jesus. How do you think you can fix me? My life is rotten, Colin. It's dirty. I'm destroyed.
And Breakfast Show, that was a wonderful trailer. I love the movie. I was just looking, thinking that it was a full movie. Yeah. And it's called Broken, and we can see a lot of things happening in the movie. There's a mix of Yoruba and English, which I was translating for Chinade.
Who told you I can't speak Yoruba? I can, what did you say? I can understand, but I can't speak.
You can't speak, okay, don't worry. I'll teach you more, right?
Teach me more, please.
I'll teach you more. So yes, we have a wonderful guest in the studio, the brain behind what you've just seen right there. She's a filmmaker, she's a director, she's also an inspirational speaker, and she's also the daughter to legendary Aisho Pepe. Yes, I'm sure people are like, does Tommy know Aisho Pepe? Yeah, my dad used to watch something Aisho Pepe, and the name is very catchy, so I remembered Aisho Pepe. Welcome to the studio, Bola Akode.
Thank you, Tommy.
Good morning.
Thank you, Shinode.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to the Ben Breakfast Show. Before we start talking about Broken, I know obviously everybody knows Aisho Pepe, and most people from his generation are into arts, performing at theater. Am I right? Because sometimes it's like you can't just, it's in the blood. My dad too is a journalist, so unfortunately, fortunately, I'm here. So yes, so let's talk about you first. How did you start filmmaking? I know, yeah, your dad, it's in the blood, but let's talk about the main aspect of it. How did you start?
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm grateful. I didn't really start, it wasn't like I wanted to do this.
Okay.
I studied microbiology in my first degree.
Yes.
And I was working in the, crop storage unit of the Federal Department of Agriculture back in Nigeria then. But sometimes in 2005, I had this call. When I say call, for all of us, we know what a purpose to our lives is. When you discover what the purpose for your life is, then you pursue it. Yeah. That's what it's called. That's what the call is. Yeah. When I discovered what I was called to do, which is to preach the gospel, but to use the media, to use filmmaking, to use stage drama, and the arts in general. So in 2005, the ministry was inaugurated. That was how I started. Yeah. Even though I studied microbiology, I had to put it aside, to go into this because this is what I do that I forget myself, basically. So
it's inbuilt.
Honestly, that's how I go into it.
And you decided to go towards, obviously, you're trying to pass a message, but you decided to do it towards the Christian way?
Yes. I did because, like I said, I could have gone my dad's way. But because this is the way I received mine. My dad did it, I would call his own his call as well. He was his profession, he loved it, he enjoyed every bit of it. But this is different because the purpose is to reach lives, to mend lives, to save souls. Okay. Preaching the gospel of Christ. You can't separate that from my type of filmmaking. True. Because that's what I do. I can write any other form because I studied filmmaking up to master's degree level. Yeah. And I'm looking to even go higher now.
To the PhD?
Yes,
wow.
I want to do that.
Wow.
I want to do that. So I do understand the nitty-gritty of it. But because this is the aspect I believe I am called to work in, which is to make my movies, to bless lives, to save souls, to point people to Christ.
All right, well, I was going to touch on the media side, but just slightly away from the media side, microbiologist. Yeah, I get scared, with sciences, because when I was at school, anything to do with science, I never lifted my hands up. I always asked the teacher that, can I use the toilet?
Me too, I didn't like anything
I didn't like chemistry, but then what led you to study biology, I beg your pardon, because obviously media seems to be your talent, your natural gifted calling, but then you studied this degree in microbiology. What influenced you to study that?
Okay. What happened is, you're from Africa, and I'm sure you must have, I don't know exactly how it happens in Zambia, but back in Nigeria then, parents will lead you to what they think you should do.
Yes.
And because I was academically above average, because I wasn't really top even in those subjects, but I was definitely above average. My dad thought I should study medicine. So, well, I mean, it wasn't just him. When he said it as well, because all of us, if you are not a medical doctor, you are not an accountant, you're not a lawyer or an engineer, you're definitely nobody, basically. So
that's what happens in Nigeria.
So it's like, okay, if you're a little, academically sound, you just have to be one of those. So for my dad, when he started talking, oh, you do medicine and all of that, okay, I tried applying for medicine. I wasn't even taken into medicine, but I got in for microbiology with the plan to finish microbiology and go further to study medicine. But, as God will have it, that just didn't work, and here I am.
But I mean, you've got the qualification. Do you feel do you regret doing that? Do you feel you wasted your time?
That's a big question. I try hiding from it because I thought if I started what I'm doing now years back, I would be higher than, I would be more than this definitely. If I'm just thinking of going into my PhD now, I probably would have done that a few years ago if I'd started when I did microbiology. I won't call it a waste because, for every one of us in life, there is a pathway, there is a line for you. So whatever you do, we don't call it a waste. I definitely gained some things along the line. I met some friends that I probably wouldn't have met if I didn't do that. So I won't call it a waste, but definitely if I started doing this years back, I believe I will be way...
Do you think maybe, most times when some parents are in like performing arts, they're like actors, actresses, I think sometimes some don't really want their kids or maybe into entertainment, some they just don't want their kids to go in. Do you think your dad was kind of protecting you not to go into theater, like, you just go and do the serious thing and do you think there was a bit of protection?
Definitely. Even though I took part in his productions. I was in some of his movies.
Wow.
From being young, we were, they have roles for younger people. They put us in. I was dancing with him, the opening glee they do. I did that for years. Even after my secondary school, I was still doing that with him. But in a way, he would let you do it like you're helping your mom to sell in the shop.
Yeah.
It's not like wanting you to have the shop. If you get that.
Yes.
So it's like, okay,
Just
you can help me to do this, but you have made
your
to
own
do
thing.
this. This is what you should do.
Yeah.
So I think it was
kind of like that.
It
was kind of like that. So now, before you've worked on a lot of projects before Broken, can you tell us about it?
Yeah, up to date, I've made 7 feature-length movies that are finished, already now. The 8th one we just filmed, as well. So before Broken, we have a title called Another Chance. Then we did Echoes of Silence, Sour Grapes, Love Uncut, The Stance. Then after The Stance, we made Caged. Caged is one movie we shot that in America and here in the United Kingdom, and it's a very, very, there's been a lot of positive feedbacks about it. So and
they're all Christian movies.
They have, because this is the thing, this is my calling, so it must have that in it. But it's a message that anyone can engage with.
So most of your films, when you write them, is for you to pass a message, to reach out to somebody or change something about somebody in a positive way.
Definitely. This isn't just to... I mean, when you watch my movies as well, you will laugh. It makes you laugh.
It doesn't look too
you.
Christian.
No.
So that
everybody can engage with it. And when you do, then you get the message. Then it's up to you to take it or leave it. At least the message is out there, and you can engage. You can access it. Because sometimes when it's like too really, really Christian, some people don't want to touch it.
They're already thinking, no,
I'm a Muslim. I'm not going there.
True.
But when it is something everybody can engage with, You know, I believe that's my area, it's my gift.
Well, it's definitely your calling, you know, media and entertainment. I've got something scripted here that you're the author of a book titled Without a Word. Yeah. Is that correct?
That's right.
Oh, thank you. 100% on spot. So this book talks about spouses, that some spouses, marriages, couples, whatever we're going to call them, you find, you know, the man is probably not a born again, the wife is a born again, so there is that imbalance. So what actual message are you trying to send in this particular book as the author?
Yeah, the message there is because I got born again before my husband. We both married not believing. But after I got married, I became a Christian. So, and usually you have persecution and those other things because the other person doesn't know what you know. They don't understand what you're talking about, basically. So if you want to say that to them, then you have got to follow what the Bible says about it. So basically what the book, the full title is Winning Them Without a Word. When you want to win somebody over to your side, without speaking.
Okay.
Sometimes you preach the gospel. In fact, many a times we should be able to preach the gospel without opening our mouths.
So it should be more of our lifestyle.
Let our lifestyle do the preaching.
So what happens when you know, there's what you call human psychological rebellion. So you know, I'm a born again and I'm trying to preach the gospel to my wife, and then she just has this. Tommy is laughing there because she knows that this is reality. Somebody just rebels, human psychological rebellion, to say, look, I'm not a Christian, but I'm okay. You know, I do the positive things in life. But then you want to convert your partner. What steps should one take if they face such challenges?
The step to take, like one of the things I mentioned in the book, is don't fight with them. Don't force them. And you don't have to leave. I've seen people leaving their marriages because the other person doesn't believe. You're not to leave. You're to stay there and pray for them. There is a God that saved you. The truth of the matter is no one of us can save ourselves. And no one is good by themselves. Basically, you need that saving power to save you, that saved you. The same power is available to save your spouse. So for me, I say the advice is show them love. Love can break anything, can break anyone. My testimony, I'm telling you, is if you read the book, you know what I'm talking about. You have to be there, you have to persevere, you have to show love, you know, stay there and pray.
What feedbacks have you had on the book?
Oh, amazing.
Tell us.